According to the weather report, the sun rose at 6:14 a.m. and set at 6:06 p.m. What is the period of time between the rising and the setting of the sun in hours and minutes? Now, the goal of this question is to calculate the time between when the sun rose in the morning and when it set in the evening. A very simple and practical approach will be to use what we call the 24-hour clock, which is to convert the time or the time as set in hours and minutes to 24 hours and minutes. And I'll show you how that works. And then once we're able to create the 24-hour clock, then we can subtract the time when the sun set from when the sun rose in the morning. And essentially, creating the 24-hour clock just requires us to add 12 hours to any time that is after noon, that is after 1 p.m. Okay, so let's go through this together. Let's say that the time the sun sets is given as 6:06 p.m. This is after 1 p.m. So to create the 24-hour clock, we put here 24-hour clock. On the 24-hour clock, it means that 6:06 p.m. will be 6 plus 12. It will be 18 hours and 6 minutes. Now, the time the sun rose was 6:14 a.m. Now, it's a.m., so on the 24-hour clock it remains as 06 hours and 14 minutes. So the amount of time in between is the challenge now. Now, 6 minutes minus 14 minutes, you've got to borrow an hour. So if you borrow an hour, you're left with 17 hours. Now, when you borrow an hour, it's not 1 hour is 60 minutes, so you're actually borrowing 60 minutes, and 60 plus 6 is 66, so it's actually 66 that is subtracting 14. 6 minus 4 gives us 2, 6 minus 1 gives us 5, so we have 52 minutes. We are left with 17 minus 6 hours is 11 hours. So the actual time that passes between the rising of the sun in the morning and the setting of the sun in the evening is 11 hours and 52 minutes.